Phillips, Ricky, Cash, Hawkeye Mark on the board. Chat room's lighting up with real estate questions for Don Houlf, real estate guru here in Las Vegas. You're homebred in Vegas, right? You're born and raised here?
I wasn't born here. I was raised here.
Oh, okay. Well, how many years difference between being born and raised?
9.
You're a lifer.
She's a local.
Well, you know, during the commercial break, you asked a question about what makes a good person to work with. I would say someone who's been in this town, and I can quickly do math based on the number of years you've been in business and guess that where you are in terms of age. She's pretty much a lifer here.
Yeah,
you would want somebody that knows the market
inside out
and backwards, because she was born and raised as the market's changed over the so many possible couple of years that she's been in town.
Well, you know,
trying to stay delicately politically correct.
You know, ask my age, I'll tell you.
Well, I could figure it out too if we just take 86. I mean,
right, exactly.
All right, what do we got for?
All right, here's a question for you in the chat room. Where is it? What's a good credit score to have before purchasing a home? Do you need good credit to purchase and sell homes?
Depends on what you're wanting to do. If you want to finance, absolutely credit is a must. You have to have at least a 650 FICO score to be able to get credit. Typically, if you're going to invest in real estate as an investor, you cannot go the traditional types of financing, which is FHA, VA. You need to go conventional, which is 20 to 30% down.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way. If you have cash, cash is king, and it talks. So you can do that. Now, if you don't have the cash, there's many ways to be able to get the cash. If you've ever heard of simple IRAs, self-directed IRAs, and buying real estate, you can do that. If you have life insurance, you're able to borrow it and do that. And if you need information on how to do that, please call me, because I have all the ins and outs on how to do that. I do it myself.
Right.
I use those forms. And you're talking with somebody that actually practices what she preaches and teaches. She just doesn't say it to do it. She's done it. She's been around the block. She's
Absolutely.
done it.
Well, you said you're in business with what you're doing for at least 15, 16 years, right? Yeah, I mean, you know, and that's gone through the ups and downs of this city within the last, I mean, quite frankly, I got killed in the market. I mean, with the homes I bought, I mean, I got killed with going from North Las Vegas to that 6-bedroom home when the market was up. Right. And then everything started turning, and I bought a house over in, where was I? In the Lakes area. Yeah, in the Lakes area. And I bought it for almost $600,000, whatever it was, and then I had to short sell it, and it sold for about $250,000.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm a casualty of the real estate market, but it is what it is, you know. So, but anyway.
Yeah, now we got this great street corner on Owens and Main.
Exactly.
We're really enjoying that place.
Another question just came in before we go to some of the do's and don'ts, which we want to talk about.
Sure.
What do you think about real estate infomercial kings like Carlton Sheets, who says you can purchase homes with no money down?
I do not like to badmouth any competitor, because there's people that can certainly do that. There's a will, there's a way. However, I'm not a big fan of no money down. You have to have money in the game, skin in the game to make it happen.
Okay, that's fair.
It's kind of like what we talk about. If you don't have your own money in something, your investment, your personal investment,
right?
There's the motivation,
right?
Without you having to go out and get the advertising, you potential show hosts. You know, you need to have
shameless plug.
You know it, but I tell them that every day. You need to have that to be in the game,
right? Absolutely.
So that your motivation is there, and it works probably with real estate as well, I'm sure.
Well, investment equals your return. You know, whether it's sweat equity or actual dollars. I mean, the more you put into it, the more you're going to get something out of it.
Yeah, you mentioned short sales. You know, a lot of people bought on, the ARMs and the negative AM loans and all that, and they had no skin in the game, and they walk away, and then they ruin their credit for 6 to 7 years, depending on which avenue they went. You know, if you're here in Vegas and you're contemplating short selling your home, this is the best time to do it, because of the Debt Forgiveness Act expires December 31st. So if you're thinking about it, call me. Let's talk.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice to get that tax paper when I short sold my house, and I didn't have to worry about $280,000 worth of what they thought was income.
Right.
But was actually my shortfall, and they were going to tax me on that.
Yeah, that would have been.
I'd have been living with you.
Yeah, on that other corner. I got 2 places now.
That's right. You expanded your operation.
I'm telling you.
Very good. Here's another question coming. I mean, we may not get to the topics.
That's okay.
These questions are firing in.
Good.
Pitfalls of being a homeowner post-recession.
I personally don't think there's a pitfall. In fact, I was talking to young man, I got into a car accident and was at a rental shop, and he didn't want to own a home because of that reason. If you have good FICO scores, if you have a good paying job, or you've been on your job for X amount of years, and you have some money, this is the time to do it, because you're not going to have another time to do it.
Right.
You will not, you will not commit financial suicide like other people have done.
And that's
It's the
because
best
of the
time.
low interest rates with low pricing on the homes right now.
Yeah, and you can actually step into that home, own it, and have the tax write-offs with the IRS and everything with the the interest that you pay, and then possibly springboard into being a real estate investor and rent that one out and leverage yourself that way. That's a smart way of doing it methodically.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's using what you already have. It's using your assets to get started.
Exactly right.
Yeah, and then you're dealing with what famously known as OPM,
That's right.
other people's money.
That's right.
That's right. That's what made
Yeah.
Donald Trump rich.
Right?
And then bankrupt 20 times, right?
That's right. And he's still rich.
Well,
And
because
he's still rich.
because they know how to come back. They have
Sure.
they have a lot of eggs in the basket, and if one of them breaks, doesn't mean they all
Right.
do.
Right.
That's exactly right.
Noose, you want to rent the room?
Well, you know.
Oh my
So
goodness.
how does a family, couple of kids, a dog, a cat, whatever the case may be, with decent credit, 650, 700 credit rating, and the money to invest in a home, and they're having trouble. Why are they having trouble, and what should they do to get out of trouble?
Great question. They are obviously, if they're working with an agent now, they're not working with the right one. Because A, they're just putting in their bids and faxing it to the other side. I'm a realtor now, been a realtor for several years, and what I do to help homeowners is I actually take that bid or that offer to the other side and present it
Personally.
and make it happen. I just got another one. There was 3 offers on the house, and I got it for my client.
And yours was not necessarily the highest bid, right?
No, we were $5,000 lower. So I think you need to really analyze who you're working with and ask them questions. If they're aggressive, they need to be a bulldog in this market. If you're a realtor, you need to be a bulldog and work for your client, period, end of story. Your client's paying you your money, you need to do what they say.
Nice.
I mean, the chat room is blowing up. How much money are we talking about to start in real estate? That's a question from the chat room.
As an investor,
Yeah.
depending on the market that you're in here in Vegas, if you're paying cash, you can get into a condo for $45,000. If you're in other markets, I'm not sure about all the other markets. I don't study them as closely as this one. If you're looking to finance, you can buy an $80,000 house here in Vegas and rent it out for $1,100 a month. That's great ROI money. So you can get a loan.
Because your payments are what, 300? 4 maybe?
Yeah, depending on the interest rate.
Right.
But yeah, you're looking at probably everything combined with PITI, you're looking about $640 a month.
Okay.
Okay. What about dealing with banks? Any advice on dealing with banks, getting mortgages and all that sort of stuff? Or
I have 3 loan officers that I work with.
okay.
I refer those loan officers to the individuals that I work with and give them certain questions to ask them, and then they choose who they want to work with in terms of personality and how they get along with each other, because Joe Blow might not work with Sandy
Right.
over here, and they
Right.
like Steve over there.
So the reality is you actually walk everybody through the entire process from A to Z, not just the real estate, but you've also got the connections for the banking, for
Yes.
anything else, the insurances and all that stuff that people would need from A to Z in the entire process.
Actually, I'm having a class in September on Real Estate 101,
Okay.
and
Where is it? What are you doing?
it's either I've settled the date and the time, but it's going to be at Lowry's
Okay.
or Santa Fe Hotel.
Okay.
And it's an 8-hour class. It's $147, and that includes a workbook and 8 hours of crammed information and the recipe how to do it.
Should do it on the radio.
Do it on the radio? 8 hours? I don't
Well,
know.
not 8 hours. 1 hour a week would be a great topic
Oh,
show to
maybe.
do a real estate show.
Yeah.
Look at all the questions we're getting.
Yeah, obviously.
No, that's good. Good
There,
stuff.
there have been on AM talk radio, there have been a number of real estate shows that have done extraordinarily well. What happened is that around 2006, they started to disappear off the radio because all the advice that they were giving at the
Was
time
wrong.
was dead wrong.
That's right.
Real quickly, contact information once again.
Don Hoff, 702-236-6266. That's my direct line. My website is www.share, S-H-A-R-E, builders, B-U-I-L-D-E-R-S, Inc., INC.com.